What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stash Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you an NFL prediction video on the Jets' new head coach. I believe after this season, they will hire the legendary Pete Carroll to come in and change this franchise. Let's get into why, guys. So, I'm watching the World Series currently. This is Wednesday night going to Thursday morning, bottom of the seventh inning. Great game, Dodgers versus Yankees, and I'm racking my brain about the Jets, right? And the reason why I'm looking into bets, for some sports betting stuff for the game tomorrow Thursday night football, Jets versus Texans. I'm looking to some stuff, trying to find some bets, trying to win some bread. But I'm also looking like who will take over this Jets roster next year? Because who's going to be here? Obviously, Sauce. Obviously Rodgers if he doesn't retire, but we think Rodgers will return. Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. They have pieces, they have talent, they have guys, but they need a structured coaching staff. And they have to have someone, in my opinion, gonna be older. You can't have a guy like Ben Johnson, who is the guru behind the Lions offense. You can't have him. You don't want someone that can be easily poisoned, easily uh, dissuade and just turned bad by Aaron Rodgers' negativeness. You can't have that. You're going to have a strong, previously tenured, mentally strong head coach, and that's where Pete Carroll comes in. As we all know, Pete Carroll was supposed to, as far as last season's exit video go, with him and the Seahawks, they parted ways, and he was supposed to be a quote unquote senior counsel or something like that, in an advisory role for the Seahawks. Didn't happen. He wasn't a part of the training camp. He wasn't a part of mini camp. He's nowhere to be seen around the Seahawks facility since his last exit interview. So, that ended up not coming out for whatever reason, not turning out to be true. But I'm all on board for Pete Carroll making his return this season or next season, the 2025 season, and I'm very confident in that. He did an interview about a month and a half, 2 months ago now, somewhere around that time frame. Two separate interviews. I forgot the platform, so forgive me for that. But I read them all in detail. And long story short, Pete Carroll says he's ready to come back. Well, no, he said he can coach right now, but this season, this 2024 season, he's not ready to come back yet. He has no desire. He has no drive to go. But if he wanted to, he could come back and play right now. And that's made me think, okay, what jobs will be available next year? What jobs will be up for grabs next year? Seahawks. I'm not, excuse me, it's wrong. Jets, Browns, maybe, Cowboys, maybe. There's a lot of options out there, but I think making a return to New York might be something that drives the legendary Pete Carroll to say, hey, let's try to conquer this one more time. And, I don't know too much about Pete Carroll and his tenure with the Jets. No, I did research, but he was hired there before I was even born. So I had to do my Googles, had to research. It didn't last long, and it was definitely a short tenure. He didn't even get to the new year in '95. So, like I said, I wasn't born yet, but everything I read into it, it was a disaster. But obviously he's moved on past that. USC success, Seahawks success, it's been gravy ever since that point on. But I think that might get his gears grinding to come back and say, hey, let's do something else again. Let's try it one more time. 73 years old, soon to be 74. Let's try one more time. Let's go out with a bang. Let's turn the Jets around to contenders, to winners. And I think that's something that he could also look into. And, at this point, if you're the Jets, if you're Woody Johnson, the owner, it doesn't matter what Aaron Rodgers wants. He got his guys. He got Lazard. He got Adams. He had Cobb. He had what's the other guy's name? The line. He had him. He gets what he wants. He has gotten what he wants. He had Nathaniel Hackett, but it's time for a change. And as I said before, if I didn't mention earlier, I think Joe Douglas. I don't think everybody probably mostly knows Joe Douglas will be let go as well. Their current GM. So a new GM come in place. Don't know who. There's a bunch of guys out there that are deserving for the job. But as of right now, I'm all aboard on whoever the GM is, Pete Carroll being the head coach. As I said, Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick, all these young guns who are great, who could be great head coaches down the line, they cannot get Aaron Rodgers for their first shot. Can't do it. Unless he retires, then I'm all on board with, okay, cool. Pick a new quarterback, all that good stuff. Something Pete Carroll will do eventually. I don't know if he'll do it first year to not piss Aaron Rodgers off, but I definitely think he'll have a chance or will do it the following year in 2026. That class should be pretty solid as well. So, we'll see who does come out doing that matchup there. But as I said, you need someone who's gonna be able to control the locker room, be able to just figure out how to navigate through the wildness, through the wonkiness, through the negativity, to the negativeness of Aaron Rodgers. He just breeds off negativity, and it's just his aura. It's not even I don't know if he does it purposely, but it's just his aura. And you're gonna have to bring someone who's just hardened, who's grizzled. And like I said, that's someone that Pete Carroll is. He's been there in Seattle for all those years. He's went through the scrutiny. He's went through not giving Marshawn Lynch the ball. He's went through former players talking trash about him. He's went through Russell Wilson and him beefing, and all that stuff. And he came out unscathed. I think his time just came and left with the Seahawks. It happens, but I'm all on board. Like I said, him going to the Jets, whoever, like I said, whoever the GM is, him to the Jets to me, or if not him, someone of that ilk. Like I said, grizzled older guy, Todd Monken, Bill Belichick. Someone of those of that caliber, older, grizzled, veteran style of coach. Because Aaron Rodgers will demand stuff from you. Devontae Adams, who's a diva, will demand someone of that caliber, to come in and like, hey, forget that mess. We're coming to play. Now, will they win? It's a different story. This team have pieces. Quentin Williams, I didn't mention earlier, but they do have a major O-line problem. They do have some DB issues as well because some guys got to get paid. There's safety spots. They're going to need both safety spots either re-signed or refilled. They're going to need the other corner spot, DJ Reed. He's a free agent. Will they pay him? So it's like, the linebackers, CJ Mosley, they're getting another year older. Jermaine Johnson coming off an injury. Hassan Reddick, will he be there? So there's a lot of questions for this Jets team. This Jets team might not be that desirable as we all think, or if you do think that way, they might not be. So got a lot kind of look into it. The O-line is not good. The quarterback is old. Garrett Wilson, does he want to stay long term if Rodgers is gone, or will he be polluted and just will that negativity from Rodgers and Devontae Adams, if it doesn't work out the rest of this year, will that ooze onto him as well? So and kind of just corrupt him. So there's a lot of things going against this because this job might be for a young guy. They might just want to suffer and might have to suffer with Rodgers for a year, and then okay, after that he retires or they cut him and they just move on. So I could be all the way off here. I could be seeing things wrong, but as of right now, that's how I see it. Early prediction, like I said, the year's not even halfway through yet as far as the NFL season goes, but I'm very just on point with this one in my mind. My head canon, the light bulb is on 1,000. It's blinking fast as I don't know what when it's popped up. And excuse me, I'm really just confident that this could happen. I think will happen. Just no matter what happens to the rest of the season, even if the Jets go on a run, I don't think the guy they have now, I forgot his name, I don't think he stays the coach. You're gonna need someone who can rein the troops in, especially Rodgers. And I'm all on board with Pete Carroll being that guy for maybe one season. Then after that, he'll draft his new guy in the 2026 class, whoever could be up in that draft class. The guy from Tennessee, Arch Manning. You never know what may happen. So There's some guys in that class, and I think Pete Carroll will get one more run, and he'll return to the Jets to do so. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.